Welcome back to the Abundant Behavior Podcast. I'm your host, Ali Banks. And on my platform, I like to take business and faith and combine it all on one platform. You know, they say that the biggest gap in the world is between knowing and doing. And the reason a lot of people don't execute is simply because they lack the knowledge in certain areas. What I like to do is I like to bring different entrepreneurs on my platform from different walks of life and different endeavors, just so that they can come on, tell their story, give you guys a few gems that can help you get to your destination a little bit faster. But today we have what I call Word Wednesday. And this is where I give you guys a word from the Bible that I've been meditating on that I think can help you guys in your growth with God, but also in business. So today that word is going to be lukewarm. So what does this mean? What is being lukewarm? And so I'm a type of person, I like perspectives, as you guys know. If you're following my channel, I like to give exact definition because like I always say, perspective drives performance. And what that means is the way that you view something determines how you do something. Just like if you think something is hard, that's how you'll go into that problem, thinking that it's hard. So what is lukewarm? I looked it up and it simply says slightly warm, not hot or cold. So something that stood out to me with that definition was slightly. So when somebody says you slightly made the cut, or you slightly, anytime somebody says slightly, that just simply means that you are a little bit, but not all the way. So like you kind of believe, but not all the way. Like you go to the gym, you don't eat healthy, like you kind of doing the right thing, but not all the way. So it's like you're doing half of it, but not the other part. And a lot of times the other half that you're missing is the part that's always the defining point, the defining piece on whether somebody goes from good to great. So what do I mean by that? Just like me, I was in the gym for a long time. I started going to the gym because, I was getting real unhealthy. Like I wasn't breathing while I was sleeping. These are just complications that I had. And so I decided to get healthy. I decided to go to the gym, get on the treadmill, lift some weights. But for a long time doing my fitness journey, I wasn't really eating healthy. Like I would leave the gym, go get some fast food. And so I always thought like, I'm going to just outwork my diet. I'm going to just go in here and work really hard. I'm going to lift all these weights. And then the fat just going to fall off and I can eat whatever I want. This is stuff that I heard people say on the internet. This is stuff that I believed for myself simply because I just didn't want to go all the way in. I didn't want to do what it took to get the body or the mind that I wanted. I didn't want to go all the way in. I was lukewarm. I was slightly doing the right things, but I wasn't doing all of the right things that can take me from good to great. So why shouldn't you be lukewarm? Why shouldn't you be 1 foot in and 1 foot out? The lack of faith. I know you can probably contest the last time that you kind of believed something or you was a little bit into it, but not for real, it's because of the lack of faith. You didn't have full belief in what it is that you was out to get. You didn't have full belief in yourself that if you add this weightlifting and this eating right, it's going to get you the body you deserve. You didn't fully believe that. You wasn't fully committed because the commitment comes from believing. You get committed when you fully believe. And so I didn't fully believe that. Like I had other nuances in my head, other beliefs that if I just work out really hard that I didn't have to eat healthy. And I was wrong. I was lukewarm. And so you have to be able to have discernment, whatever it is. Like if you're not going to go all the way in, you're wasting your time. And that's what I had to tell myself. You going to this gym, showing up just to leave the gym, and you're lifting all this weight, you burn all those calories, but you're putting them right back inside your body with the wrong foods. So you're wasting your time. You might as well even not go to the gym. And so I had to correct myself. And so, now I work out and I also eat correctly. And it shows. The results show. I'm no longer lukewarm in that area. It says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And, sometimes we hear the word and we like, nah, that's not correct. But no, it's true. A person that can't fully commit or they don't never know what they need to do, their mind is always on one thing, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to be there. I'm not hot or cold. I'm right in the middle. That's a problem with your faith, and you should correct that. So whatever it is that you're getting yourself into, you want to be fully convicted into it, or you might as well not even do it at all. Trust at risk. So whenever you are lukewarm or you double-minded, people start not to trust you. Like I can't really understand what he even talking about. You just take a relationship, for example. Like when you're fully not committed to a person, they can see that. And so that trust starts to fade away. They like, oh, this person not really into me at all. Like they kind of into me. They saying the right things, but I don't really think they're truly devoted to this relationship because it doesn't speak through their actions. You know, you're here, you're present, but are you really doing all the right things that, you know what I'm saying, a person that's in a committed relationship would do? And so that's exactly how we need to look at our relationship with God. See, it's a lot of things that we have, bad habits that we're trying to overcome, but we're steady teeter-tottering with them. Like for myself, I told myself, if you want to slow down on drinking, if you want to slow down on partying, if you want to slow down on meeting women that you shouldn't, you have to stay out of those environments. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, if I just stay in my word, if I just, you know, make sure I'm doing all the right things throughout the week, why can't I just dibble and dabble in that a little bit on the weekend? Why does that matter? And so this is what I did. But what I started to realize is that even if you only doing that and been in those environments for a little bit, you're still 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You're not fully committed. And so what would happen is I would go into these environments and it would do everything that I didn't want it to do, which was pull me into my flesh. It had me forgetting all my goals. I'm outside wasting money that I could be putting towards my business. And it's all because I decided to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out and not fully commit. Not fully commitment can do more, committing can do more damage than not doing it at all. Like I'm out here in this environment and it's serving me. You might as well just be out in the club and serve that life. You can't, because what it's going to do is going to be pulling at your mental constantly. Oh, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, I know I'm supposed to be here. Oh, I really want to be here, but I'm supposed to be here. So when you fully commit to the club, I don't got to be over here reading my Bible, my word. This is what I'm committed to. This is what I want to do. Or I don't want to be in that scene. I want to be with my word. I want to be focusing on my goals. I want to be making money. I want to be finding women of value. You can't serve them both at one time. And like I said, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So what does it say? Let's go to the word. Let's go to the Bible. We're going to go to Revelations 3, 15 through 16. Let me pull it up for you real quick. And this is what God has to say about people who's lukewarm, those people that's right there in the middle. Revelations 3, 15 through 16 reads, I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one or the other. So what does it says in Revelations 3:15? It says, I know your deeds. Like I know what you're doing. I know the work that you're putting out. And the work that you're giving me, the work that you're putting out, it's neither hot nor cold. Like, yeah, you kind of checking the boxes with me, with God. But are you really going forward and committing to what it is that you said you wanted to do? Getting out of those environments that don't serve you anymore. Getting away from those people that you said you weren't going to get around anymore. Are you actually doing those things? Or are these things that you're just telling yourself? God says, I know your deeds. You're neither hot nor cold. So it's like you're not the worst, but you're not the best. And it's like, pick one. Be with me or be against me. What you going to do? Then it goes on and says, because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I'm about to spit you out my mouth. So what does God say? He's saying, all right, I'm going to give you a decision. You can either go over here, go over there, right? You go over there to the fleshly side, bro. Hey, look, I'm going to leave you alone. Go do your thing. You come over here, you serve your habits, you serve me, you serve the things that you know are good for you, and then I'm gonna bless you immensely over here. Okay, like I ain't gonna really do too much. I'm gonna leave you alone. You know, you could do your own thing. Over here is the abundance, but right in the middle, lukewarm. Hey, bro, I'm gonna spit you out, bro. I don't want nothing to do with you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do you worse than the person that's in the world because you sitting here trying to play games with me. God's saying you playing games with me right now. You telling me you with me, bro, but you not fully with me. Like, what you doing? Like, I don't want you with me if you're not fully with me. But if you're not fully with me, then go on over there. You don't got to act like it. God wants you to be committed to the journey. He wants you to be committed to him. And that's something that I had to realize. I used to be out like, why do I feel like I shouldn't even be here? Like, it's tugging at my spirit. Like, I have to force myself to go in those environments and force myself to have fun. That's why everybody outside is drunk. That's why the sober person is never having fun. You ever, man, I gotta drink when I'm around people that's drinking cause man, you know, the sober person, man, they never fun. That's because you have to change who you are in order to fit in these environments. And when I start to realize that, the more that I'm changing myself, it's taking away from the work that you're doing on during the day. So I'm doing all this work, doing all this healing in my word, trying to get better, trying to resolve from the trauma that I've gotten from being in the world. But at nighttime, I'm going back in the world to reverse everything that I just did during the day. You're lukewarm. God says he does not want you to be lukewarm. He said, if you're going to be in the middle, bro, go ahead. Spit you out every time. I hope this word resonated with you guys. I hope that it helps you on your walk and on your journey. Stay tuned for the next episode because we only going to be getting better. Thank you.